What else do you remember about class number 1? Nothing. Fantastic. Have a seat. Yay! Round of applause. Okay, so class number 1, when we handed you guys the papers for it, the focus of that one as far as a trait that we're looking for in cadets and black belts as instructors is courtesy. Absolutely. Good point. Who remembers anything else? There's kind of one more really big key component. Ms. Bree, stand up, tell us.
We worked on bowing properly.
Bowing properly. Okay, who remembers what the big component of bowing was? Other than Miss McCurry, stand up. Have a seat.
Always bow lower than the higher rank.
Okay, always bow lower than the higher rank. Okay, good mechanic. Have a seat. Good thing to remember. Who's got something else? There's one thing I'm looking for specific and has to go with the importance of why we bow. All right, Miss Bree, stand up. Tell us what you got.
We bow to show that we actually acknowledge the person.
Round of applause. Woo! Okay. So how do we bow to people? We talked about the juniors are going to bow lower, probably sooner than the senior, right? One more mechanic. Is this a bow? No, what's that? A head nod. Who can head nod in here? Me. No. No. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Fair enough points. All right. So, let's try it. Everybody stand up.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do one of my favorite Fun Week warm-up games. Everybody spread out like you're playing belt tag. You're not playing belt tag. You guys are too excited. Okay. Here's the deal. You get within 2 squares of someone. So, I'm here. No one else is there. But the moment that I move here, who am I close to? Miss Simmons. So I need to stop, make eye contact, and bow, and then come back up. How long is a good courteous bow? 5 seconds. So about 2 or 3 down, 2 or 3 up. That's a total of 5. Any questions? Other than that, it's kind of like belt tag. I get to move around and be like, who am I bowing? I'm bowing to you. Hello, Hello, let's bow. Hello, there we go. High five. Okay, everybody understand the game?
Yes, sir.
On your mark, get set, bow, go. Slow bows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're playing with something right now. Wolf, that wasn't quite it. Your hands were in front. Got to be on the side, bud. And Bottle, run back to your spots where you started the class. Woo! Okay. So I noticed some of you took belt tag a little bit too seriously and were like, ha! And like running. Won't say who. All right. Good. Thank you, everybody. Go and have a seat, relax. Stretch if you want to. This is your time. So courtesy, really big, important thing. The mechanic of bowing, 5 seconds of good courteous bow. Now, there's different times that you do a courteous bow, and there are different times that you would do a more quick hello, right? Let's say, for example, cadet class starts at 11 o'clock, and you show up at 10:57. Would you do a good, long 5-second bow?
Yes, sir.
No. Quick bow. Hello! And then you run off. That's totally fine, right? Any questions on that? Are we good? Okay, so the mechanic that I want you guys to remember is what Ms. Bree said there at the end. The other stuff is good. What's more important is that you're acknowledging someone. Okay? And that's important because everybody likes to feel important, right?
Yes, sir.
If we don't feel important, we're not going to listen to anybody. And we want to teach students, everyone say aspirationally, which is not come over here and practice your form. I can do that. How good is he going to practice? Probably not very good, right? Like maybe if I stand here and I stare at him and like I have a stick or something. Okay.
He's going to grumble the whole time.
He's going to grumble the whole time. He's not going to get the best. That doesn't produce the best person, the best black belt, the best color belt, the best instructor, right? So acknowledging that someone else is important, they exist, they're here. We want to make sure that they know that we know that they were here. Okay. All right. So that was session 1. One more key point we didn't bring up about session 1. Courtesy, bowing, beautiful. What else was it? Big mechanic, we've spent like half of the class working on it.
We got to take you over here.
Mrs. Simpson. Telling your story. Okay, you have 10 seconds. Who wants to stand up and share their story? 10 seconds. How quickly can you do it? How concisely can you do it? Stand up, tell us.
I got questions. 10 seconds.
So when I was little, I did Taekwondo and I loved it. Then I took a break for several years and then I came back and I like it even more now. And it's awesome.
Okay, put a round of applause for Bree. Yay! Okay, so she shared it in 10 seconds. Beautiful. So now the question is, well, you took a break, but why did you come back? Or why is it really fun? So now I've got some ideas. So let's give it a little bit more length then for the rest of us. Okay, you've got 20 seconds. Share your story. 20 seconds, short, concise. Have it be impactful. Who wants to give it a go? Mr. Wolf, stand up, tell us.
I joined Taekwondo because I was getting bullied in school in kindergarten, and then after I've always just now stand up for myself and others.
Beautiful, round of applause. Okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay, who else? Ooh, Miss McCurry.
Sir.
By the way, Ventura, you're on deck.
Okay.
That means you're next.
This activity was chosen for me when I was 3 at a different school. Stopped when I was 9 because of money and time. And then I chose to rejoin just before I turned 13 because I saw how much my mom enjoyed it, and I wanted to rejoin to have some physical activity and also to have fun.
Beautiful, round of applause, awesome. That was 18 seconds. Ventura, you're up.
I joined Taekwondo because my mom made me. That's my story.
Well, okay, but add on to it. Why did your mom make you?
You're still here.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so this is a good thing. You should probably ask. Mom, mother dearest, you have decided to invest in my life and have had me come to Taekwondo. Why? Okay, so someone's going to help me. Is mom picking up today?
Yes.
Yes. So, end of the class today, we're going to check in with mom and we're going to find out why for Miss Ventura, okay?
Why are you still
Good.
here? Why are you still here? You come willingly and you smile.
I know you told mom that.
Okay. All right, we have time for one more. Anybody want to take it? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody else? You already went. 3, 2, 1. And Mr. Ingram, go for it.
I came to Taekwondo because the other school I was for, my mom didn't like it. She came to here, tried it out. She liked it. I came in when my mom and dad made me, but I've been making new friends and it's very fun.
Cool. Round of applause. Awesome. Okay. So key component, because what is one of your graduation requirements to graduate out of cadet class? You have to be able to share that in 30 seconds. You have a little bit more time, but 30 seconds. Can you share why you started Taekwondo or why you're continuing in Taekwondo, to Mr. Simpson's point, right? If you can share that, here's the thing. That's important, and why I'm having you do it where everybody else can hear is because maybe your story is different than someone else's, right? Like if we have a 8-year-old student that comes in, Mr. Wolf's story is probably going to be a lot more applicable than Miss Simmons' story. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. But I would guess. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe we have someone that doesn't speak English very well, but they speak Russian. Whose story can probably they resonate with? Miss Agoryuko. Second language, right? There's that community aspect. Absolutely. So think about that. Okay. That was good. Everybody stand up.
Yes, sir.
Spread out again. It's courtesy bow time again. One more time. You have 20 seconds moving around. So the goal is to move quickly, but then pause, control yourself. 5-second courteous bow. Ready, go.
Everybody do the same time bow as Miss Emily McCurry is doing now because she's what I see it doing nice and slow and deliberate.
And bottle. Okay, run back to your spots. Okay, what about session 2? What did we do? Session 2, this was like last month, and I know we had Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. What was last month? Some of you weren't here, you don't count.
Watch the videos.
Ah, excellent. Do you remember?
No, sir.
Oh, fantastic.
What was your story?
What was your story? That was good. That was good.
Still new.
Okay, so everyone's. Oh, yes, Missy.
We're holding the paddle, so when somebody kicks the paddle, that'll like fly away.
Yeah, excellent. Getting more confident. Row 2, go grab a paddle. Go.
Yes.
Row 2, go, 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 go. Go grab a paddle. Griffin, you're part of row 2. Go. Miss Simpson, will you grab one and jump in with Mr. Wolf so it's even? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, and then front row, face row 2. Everybody please go to the river. We're going to move back to the middle of the school here, okay? All right, so it was holding paddles. So one aspect is holding it correctly, but the main concept of session 2 was confidence building. So if I've got Mr. Wolf here and I've got a paddle, is this going to improve Mr. Wolf's confidence? Front kick it. Like maybe it's a loud smack, but is this going to build his confidence? What about now? What about now? What about now? Oh, okay. So what did I do? Remember, it was about a visual reminder of you have your ability here. Now look at how much more capable you are, right? That was one of the components of using a target paddle. Plus, like you heard that first smack, that was like loud. I think people in Texas heard it, right? But what happens if he hits up here? Well, maybe ow, but more importantly, what's going to happen with the sound of the thwack? Very quiet, right? So when you're working with a student, what does that reinforce for them? You hit it correctly in the right spot or you did not. So with your partner, 5 stretch kicks on each leg as they go up. That's your goal right now, okay? Practice that. 5 stretch kicks each leg. Ready, get set, sija. Photo, pause. We're remembering one thing from courtesy. Mrs. Simpson was trying to do it. Miss Ingram just tried to do it. Anytime an instructor gives a command, which is an action or a statement to do something, what should you say, Miss Ingram?
Yes, sir.
Oh, fantastic. Ready, get set.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Yes, ma'am. You and your partner get to go. 5 on each leg. That's up to Miss Simpson, Mr. Wolf. Burdick, stretch kick, sir. Stretch kick. Ooh. And but okay. So we talked about the height of it builds confidence. Why? Because they see and experience how much more capable they are, right? If you have a student that's only hitting here and you have a student that's hitting up here, by definition, who is probably, not all the time, but who probably has a higher level of confidence? The student that can kick up here, right? I guarantee you these 2 young ladies get a certain level of confidence in themselves, a certain level of happiness of themselves that they can both do the splits. For example, did you see how they just smiled? Right? That's good. That's what we want our students to do. So what were some other ways we build confidence with our methods of practice? Like if you have a student that's, shy and confident, whatever, what are some other things that we could do? Paddles going higher is one. What's another thing? We talked about it.
Specific congratulations when they do something right.
Okay, so reinforcement as an instructor, right? Specific. That was a really good stretch kick. I liked how high it was. Or maybe it's a student that falls over. I liked how you didn't fall over. But it's specific, it's genuine to that student. One of the concepts today that I want you guys to remember is using the student's name, making that individual connection. So instead of being like, good job, you, I could be like, good job, Miss Ventura. That is going to make a difference than, good job, you, buddy, pal, kiddo, right? Very different when I use their name. Okay, what were some other things? Using a big, powerful shield. Why was a shield important? Especially for young men. What do you think? You're a young man. Why would...
Sometimes for targeting, depending on the size of the shield.
Sometimes for targeting. What I mean by shield is the big, huge, non-Captain America shield. This big thing. Why is this a shield? Yes, Mr. Young Man.
Because it's cushiony and you can put more power into it without hurting.
Yeah, it's a lot of cushion, so you can use power. Now, I say especially young men because there's a lot of... Everybody needs this, not just men, but ladies too. Girls, boys. But you need to teach people how to become powerful with their bodies. Part of what we're teaching people is how to use your body, right? So, example, what are some ways that we'd create power in our Taekwondo movements? Griffin, what you got? Come here. Put the paddle down. Using all your power, hit it. Go. I don't care. Hands, foot, whatever you want to use. I do not care. Oh, okay. What'd you do?
I hit hard.
I hit it hard. Fantastic. We have to learn how to hit things hard. If you ever have to protect and defend yourself, do you want to hit the bad guy hard or gentle?
Hard.
Hard. Good answer. Correct answer. If you hit a bad guy gentle, they're probably not going to stop. Everybody agree? Okay. But what else did he do? Did you guys see how he took an angle a little bit over here? Why'd you move over there instead of being right here? Because he was doing a round kick. He doesn't want to break his foot. Also important, don't break yourself, breaking other people. Okay, why'd you choose a round kick? Why didn't you do a front kick?
Because I'm confident with a round kick.
He's confident with a round kick. So what does that tell me as his instructor? He probably enjoys doing round kicks, right? If he enjoys it, he's probably going to be more apt to do a stronger job with it, right? Or kick higher, or break more boards, or whatever. So what would you rather hit this with? You know, front kick, side kick, round kick? He chose round kick. Okay, so now come on over here. Let's watch Mr. Griffin. He's going to round kick it at a really good, proper angle, as hard as he can. Let's watch physically what he does to make a powerful round kick. How about it?
Up.
Okay, what does he do? Who can help him? Let's see. He key-opt, right? So when we key-opt, do we want to key-opt from our throat? No, where do we want to key-opt from? Down here, everyone say diaphragm. Okay, so everybody do a big exhale, or I'm sorry, a big inhale, let your belly expand. And then force it out from your belly. Okay, nice big deep key-up. So you breathe in. Try it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So when you're breaking stuff, when you're in a sparring match or whatnot, it's easy for us to key up from here. Very, very easy. What happens with our voice when we key up from here? It gets hoarse. It goes away really quickly, right? So if you ever watch your judges, a lot of our adult black belts here that are judges, I guarantee you by the end of a judging day at a tournament, you know how many of them are talking like this? A lot. Because it's natural for us to talk here. But from a key up, if I key up from here, it strengthens all of my core muscles that I'm able to use that. So by using all of his core muscles, which he didn't really use, but at least starting to, it contracts them and it builds more power into it. Plus, if you do it loud enough, you can actually scare yourself. So who thinks board breaks hurt sometimes? Why do board breaks hurt sometimes? Why do board breaks hurt sometimes? Because you don't break it, you hit it in the wrong spot, right? Or the wrong part of the weapon. Absolutely, right? So part of board breaking is when to hit in the right spot. The other part is we want to learn how to, it's going to sting. Like I'm going to hit a piece of wood, it's going to sting. Just like if I'm in a knife fight, I'm probably going to get cut. If my whole thought process in a knife fight is no cuts, I'm probably not going to win that particular fight because I'm so focused on not getting cut versus disarming the person or hitting the person or whatever else, right? Or you run fast. That's a secret answer. Okay, come here, Griffin. So watch what he does. So I want you to bring up your knee, and then I want you to concentrate on pulling your hip across when you do the round kick. One more time. That was off target. Good. Add the key up back in. There you go. One more time. That was it. So what is he doing now? We're teaching him how to use his hips. Notice how his base foot's pivoting. So by his base foot pivoting and him turning his hips, what muscles is he using in his body? His leg, his butt, his core, his hands a little bit. So by using all of that muscle structure, all of that weight, his round kick's stronger. So now I want you to stand here, sparring stance, switch feet. Don't move. Front leg, don't go anywhere. Just pick up your front leg and round kick it. Go.
Up.
Which one do you think is stronger, his back leg or his front leg? Back leg. Why? He's able to add more of that hip structure in there, right? Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Right. So when we're working with students, we want them to experience that power. Another way that I like to do it is not just a loud thwack on the shield, but can you push me? We did this last class. If I got Simmons here, sparring stance, she's going to come forward, just palm strikes. Palm strikes on the bag. Your job is to kind of palm strike and push me backwards. Boom. Boom, right? What is she learning? I can resist a little bit more, but now she's learning what? What is she learning? Pause. Thank you, ma'am. What is she learning?
I'm strong enough to move Master Crop.
I am strong enough to move Master Crop. That's not as bad as I thought it was. Big squishy shield. So now she's learning she can cause something to happen. Anybody here think of themselves as a small person? It's okay. Raise your hand. It's okay. Okay. So some of you guys know my story. I was born premature, so I was always a smaller kid. One of the things I love about Taekwondo is when I spar, I move out of the way, you miss me, and then I hit you. It's beautiful. I don't like getting hit. So what we have to learn in building confidence is that I can cause a change. If I can't cause someone to move, oh, how confident am I? Versus I can cause someone to move, I have a lot more confidence. That makes sense? Okay. All right. Anything else from session 2? Everyone say command voice. Okay. Paddles away. Go.
Yes, sir.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Cadet. Who would like to lead a floor drill of lunge punches? Miss Bree, I saw your hand. Come on up here. Round of applause for Miss Bree. Okay. So you get just a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be lunge punches. Okay. I'm setting it up for you. Your job is to lead them and count to 4. Ready? Begin.
1, 2,
Hey!
3,
Hey!
4.
Photo, run back. Round of applause for Miss Bree. Yay! Okay. Who has a different technique they want to pick? Wolf, get up here. Pick a different technique. Tell them and make them do it.
Like it.
Sidekick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Run back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Miss Simpson, you need to go. You're up. Pick a technique and go.
Let's see. Let's do front kicks. Coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Photo, run back. Everyone giggle at Miss Simpson. Okay, so why do I say giggle at Miss Simpson? Who paid attention? What did she do? Miss C? Yeah, she was like, 1, beautiful, 2, beautiful, 3, beautiful, 4. What does that do for you guys as students?
I hesitated a little bit.
You might have hesitated a little bit. It might have not even registered. Like maybe you get a little distracted, or like everybody just key up so loud that her quiet 4, you didn't hear it, and everybody else did it, and you're standing around like, I missed the opportunity. I don't know what's going on. Anybody ever have that moment when the instructor counts too fast during your kicks in like a warm up? Right? Oh, they're on 9 right now. Oh my gosh! Right? So as an instructor, as a leader, you want to be mindful of everyone say cadence. Okay, that's how fast you do stuff. Right? If you as the instructor, if I'm trying to get you to go faster, like when I count down 10, 9, 8, 7, right? I'm trying to get you to go faster. But if I go too fast and you can't keep up, who needs to fix it? Me as the leader, right? Okay, so there's your floor drills. What would be another example that's going to be on your cadet graduation thing that you're going to need to do with your command voice? Wolf? Leading a form, not just showing it. So let's give you a chance. Come on up here. Which form you want to lead?
Choreo.
All right, choreo. Bree, have fun. Okay, ready? So real simple. What's the word for prepare to get ready? Jumbi. Okay, pause. So, a couple ways Mr. Wolf can lead this. One way is naming. Everyone say naming. That's where he says double knife hand block, the name of the technique, or he says the stance, the name of the stance. Here's the fun thing: you could do that in English or Korean, right? What would be easier? Well, English, but I mean counting, right? 1, 2, 3. That's a lot easier than double knife hand block. 1 is a lot easier to say than double knife hand block. Everybody agree? Just like 2 is a lot easier to say than repeat side kick, knife hand strike punch. It's a lot in the mouth. Go to numbers.
Okay. 1, 2.
So pause. Here's the tricky part. Mr. Wolf went to the middle block. Who went to the middle block with him? Some of you not, right? Who's right? technically him because he's the leader, but like also you as the leader need to be really clear on how you're counting. So you picked a hard form. Let's pick an easier form. Come on back in. So give you guys an example. Ready? Taeguk Chiljong, red belt form. Ready? Junbi. So when we get ready for Chiljong, it's palm block and a tiger stance, right? So ready? 1. So 2 ways I can count this. I can say 2, where it's the kick and the block, or I can say 2, 3. Example, 2, 3. But now I pause. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3. 1. Could I say 2 here? Could I say 0? I could, but like, could I say 1? Yeah, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I changed up the pacing there, didn't I? Ha-ha! Everybody reset. Okay. So, as a leader, if you're going to do something big that has a lot of steps in it, like a form, you really have to know how you're going to count that through, right? And so if you're not sure, I suggest 1, 1, 1. Start there. When you get more comfortable with whatever the curriculum is that you're teaching, then you can go into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's a lot. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so part of your cadet graduation expectation is that you can run a floor drill and that you can count through a form. I don't care which form, you have like 2 more months to practice. I think you can probably figure out how to do Taeguk Iljong in 2 months with accounting. If you want to do Taeguk Chiljong, you can do it. I don't care, but one of the 8 Taeguks. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was the big thing from Cadet Session 2. What about Cadet Session 3? That's today. Everybody have a seat, relax.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll pass out the papers. I already made one comment on what we're going to cover today. Who was observant enough to know what it was? No one was. Was one of my assistant instructors observant enough to know what it was? Oh, I need to do a better job of dripping things. So, oh, Miss Ingram, what you got? Connection! You just looked at the paper. Okay, so how do we make individual connections with our students? Okay, verbally. What else? How do you make it verbally? Obviously with your voice, but how do we make a connection verbally? I'll give you a hint. Miss Ingram was cheating. She read the thing that said Session 3, individual connection. What's the thing after the next comma? Name use. Did I say that earlier? Oh, I did say that earlier. Okay, just making sure. So why is it important that we learn how to use our students' names? Well, you would like to know who your student is, right? I hope. 2, they feel, what was that, Ms. Simpson? They feel like we care because we generally care. If I don't know your name, I haven't invested enough time for you to feel like I care yet. So I'll go around and I'll teach seminars sometimes for like Mudo, and I'll see people. I might know your face, but if I don't know your name, by definition, can I care about you as much as I could as if I knew your name? So whenever you take over a class, a seminar, one great thing to do is how quickly can I learn everybody's name? And how quickly can I use that name? Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have a new student that comes in, new white belt, new student promotes in your class, whatever, and they come in, how quickly do you think you should tell them your name? First thing, right? Because they want to know who they're interacting with. What do you want to learn? Their name. Why do we have the cards over there? So you know their name, right? And the parent's name. There's other things to it. The primary reason is so us as the leaders can learn our students' names. Because if there's 11 of you and one of us, it's easy for 11 of you to get one name. It's much harder for one person to learn 11 names. Everybody agree? Okay, so that's why cards are there. Now there's other things on it like phone numbers and parents' names and tracking what classes you come to. Those are all added things, but the primary leading focus of our cards is name. So that way you can learn your students' names. Okay, looking at this one, verbally, we talked about using their name. What would be another way that I can verbally build up a student, make a connection with a student? We did it a little bit earlier with the confidence. Wolf?
Respect.
Showing them respect, sure. Bowing to them, giving them eye contact, right? But let's say in a drill, how would I help a student build an individual, or how would I build a connection with an individual student? See? Perfect. Give them a genuine compliment. Use their name. That was a beautiful front kick, Sabrina. I'm just making up a name, right? But if I just said, that was a beautiful kick, and it was not a beautiful kick, what just happened? Damage, right? So everything you're looking at, make sure, like, was that a beautiful front kick?
No, sir.
Ah,
Not
but
for your level.
okay, not for my level. But if you needed to encourage a student that front kick with a genuine compliment, could you say how high that kick was?
Nice weapon.
Ah, nice weapon. You picked up on that. Good. So, watch again. Did I kick very high? But look at the end of my foot.
Good snap.
Ah, good snap, good chamber, good reach chamber. So even if it wasn't the best front kick in the world, as an instructor, you can look and you can see, or maybe you can hear, oh, did you hear that snap? Or you can feel them push the shield or the paddle or something. You can still give them a specific, genuine, positive compliment. It might not be the best technique in the world, but you can still pick something they did really good about it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Because you know what's difficult? Taekwondo. Do you guys know how many little nuances there are to every single technique? A million's a lot. So is anybody ever gonna have Taekwondo down like I know Taekwondo?
No, sir.
Yeah, no, you're right. No,
You know
it's not going to happen.
than
But
others.
there's hopefully a progression, right? Absolutely. Okay, so one of your requirements as you're leading drills with your command voice is, can you look at students and give them specific, genuine compliments? Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for example, you're leading a floor drill. You're leading the lunge punches or the front kicks or the side kicks. What do you need to be looking for?
Areas of opportunity.
Well, maybe areas of opportunity, right? How do I help my students improve? But I would say more importantly for all of you right here, it's what are my students doing really well that I can compliment them on? That make sense? Okay, so let's try that. Everybody take your papers. You can read these at your own time. I'll keep mine. Go and put that in a safe place. Come back. Ready, go.
Up and down, up and down. Sit, stand, kneel, sit, stand, kneel, kneel.
I'll stop a little bit. All right, so coming back, standing where you guys were across the river. Beautiful. All right, so everybody chariot. Okay, coming forward with a lunge punch in a back stance. We haven't done that before. Lunge punch in back stance. Take your right hand, chamber your belt, left hand out, stepping forward to a back stance, lunge punch. Kya!
Hey!
Stepping forward, punch, shoot. Kya!
Hey!
Excellent, stepping punch. Kya!
Hey!
Nice pivot, Miss Oleski. Ready, stepping punch. Go, Kya!
Hey!
Good. Who can punch harder than Mr. Wolf? Ready, stepping forward, punch. Go, Kya!
Hey!
Oh, who can do it with a louder key up than Mr. Ingram? Ready, go! Oh, put a reset. Okay. So the drill you just did, I hope entertained your brain slightly. But what did I do while you were doing the drill? What did you pick up on, Miss Bree?
I focus on something I need to work on.
So I put focus on something that I saw was good. Now, could I want everybody to improve it? Absolutely. So what was one of the things that I gave? What was the first one?
Level of detail. You went into more detail the second time.
So I went into something about it, something more specific, something more detail-oriented. But my first one was with Miss Oleski, and it was, what was my compliment?
That I did a good lunge punch or good.
It was a good pivot. It was a good punch, but what I cared about for her, what I saw that was really good, was it was a very smooth turn. Is that an important thing as you're going from stance to stance? Yeah. Now, to Miss Bree's point, do I want everybody to do that? Absolutely. So by me saying it out loud, somewhere in the back of your brain, you heard that and you went, oh, I should be doing that because I'll get a compliment from Master Crop. And then I'll feel amazing. Okay. What was the other couple things that I spit out? I did a challenge. Oh, 2 challenges. So there's 2 ways you can go about it, right? You can point out a general thing that you want to see. nice hands up when they're doing a kick, good height on the kick, good pivot, whatever it is, right? Pick something that you want to see them continue to do. Easy peasy. To take it to potentially another level, if you have a good class, what else did I do? I did a challenge over here with these two knuckleheads. I gave a compliment. What was the compliment?
Compliment was kind of inferred because who can punch as hard as?
Ah.
Any student
Yeah. Now,
who can key off louder than.
mm-hmm.
And
So
everybody
it was a
key off.
compliment that was inferred to that student because something positive was really said about them by name, but it also challenged the rest of the class to meet their.
So when I did that, who tried to punch harder than Mr. Wolf? Oh, I did good. Who tried to be louder than Mr. Ingram? Oh, I did good. Okay. Now, sometimes you'll have students that challenge doesn't motivate them. So don't always use a challenge, because remember we talked about confidence building a second ago. If you're trying to build a confidence with that challenge and you have someone that doesn't like rising to the challenge yet, what are they going to do when you challenge everybody? I can no longer punch as hard as Mr. Wolf. There's no way I can be as loud as Mr. Ingram. And they're just going through the motions now. And now who's sad? They are.
They are.
They are. And who's probably going to be looking as an instructor like, everybody else did a great job, but you didn't. Huh, why, right? Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how you can verbally encourage students to make that connection. Let's talk about physically. This is a big chunk on here, and it's important. Miss Bree?
High five.
High fives, good! Everyone, high five each other. Ready, go! Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
All right, photo. Okay, so I don't know. I've only traveled a few countries in the world, but to my brain, throughout the entire world, if you give someone a high five, they smile and they like you better. I don't know if that's true, but in my current thought process, that's true. You go to China, you high five someone, they probably smile. You go to Indonesia, you high five and they probably smile. You go to Middle Africa, they probably smile, right? I don't know. As long as it's the right hand. Okay, see, there's nuances, okay? Right? So when a student does something, or you maybe just want to say hi, like maybe I got Mr. Griffin here, and we want to be like, hello, sir. How you doing, bud? What did I just do? So I recognized him. I just gave him 3 seconds of my life by bowing. I high-fived him. I exchanged some skin cells. That was kind of fun. He's smiling. He's a little nervous right now because I put him on the spot. But what did you experience as I just did that? Can you share it with everybody?
I mean, it was nice. Like, knowledge of it.
So at some point, have I said your name today?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I literally did. Just okay. All right. So as an instructor, one of the last things on your verbal side is, can you use your students' names, give them a genuine compliment, and strive for 3 positive, genuine compliments with their name each class. In a class of 11 people for 45 minutes, how quickly do I have to do that? Who can do quick math? About 2 to 3 minutes. Someone read my thing. Okay, so every 2 to 3 minutes, you should be complimenting, high-fiving someone. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's talk about things that are dangerous. Yes, please, you can take over this part. Why are you hugging yourself?
Because hugs can be dangerous. Not everybody wants one, and it's not always appropriate, especially when it's a child that doesn't know consent yet.
Yes, it can be dangerous. Some people have different, I'll say bubble, right? So right now, you two are probably comfortable with me. But does it get a little bit awkward if I run this? Right? Why does that happen?
Waiting for you to hit me. It could be anything. It could be anything from their past experience, or maybe they are not in a family environment where they. A lot of families don't hug.
Yeah, a lot of families don't hug.
Or they've had some experience in their life where that made them uncomfortable.
Now, I'm going to pick on the little ones for a second. Only because this. Does this feel awkward right now?
Yes.
Yes. Does this feel awkward right now? Yes. Okay. Now, I've known these girls for what, 4 or 5 years at this point? I don't know why that feels awkward, but it does. And here's part of the reason why. I'm a lot taller than them. I'm looking down at the top of their head. And I just went inside her bubble. Okay? So as an instructor, even this makes them uncomfortable. How much more if I start making physical contact with them? Right? It's one thing for me to be like, hey, do you want a high five? She's going to high five. If she goes, that's weird, and doesn't want to high five me, she's not going to high five me. Then I didn't breach any boundaries, right? Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who can I hug? Who can I?
All the snuggly ones.
Come here, Burdick. Okay, only because I haven't picked on him enough yet. Okay, so he's here. Are you comfortable if I hug your head?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I hug his head, is this going to make him comfortable? No. If I give him a hug around the shoulders, is that going to make him comfortable? Maybe. What if, right, if I get a little bit farther down, right, like we can do that, right? Should my hug ever go below his belt? No. I have a little 4-year-old at home. There are times that he will come up next to me and I will try and grab him and I will grab his legs and flip him, but that is not a hug, right? That is called jujitsu, and that's a different thing, right? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Burdick. Thank you, sir. But in this example, one thing, what did I do? I clarified with him, like, is it okay if I hug you? Secondly, and this is in your paper, I want you guys to think about this. It should always, especially as a leader, as an instructor, it should always be generated from the student. You should never, ever, 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 ever start a hug with a student. Who knows Miss Stephanie? Okay, Miss Stephanie is one of our new candidates, right? Little bundle of happiness sometimes. She is a hugger.
Yes.
She has come up to me before, and one of the times, I don't remember which was, yellow belt, white belt, something like that, and was like, and I was like, no, stop. I had to teach a boundary, right? I can be a hugger. I'm not always a hugger. But as the master instructor of the school, what happens if I start hugging some students and not other students? Favoritism. And that's the dangerous thing, right? Are you smiling at my camera? Smiling at my camera, that's odd. Okay, so I'm recording. Okay? So something for you guys to consider is as a leader, even little things like giving a hug isn't bad, but it can breach a boundary. And I would say even more importantly, it can show favoritism. And especially with that physical connection, because a hug is a little more physical than a high five, right? It can actually build a stronger connection. So what did you just do? I have a stronger connection now with Miss Ventura and Mr. Burdick than I have with everybody else. And I did it unintentionally. How does that sit with the rest of you? Do you guys like that I have a closer connection with the two of them and not you? No. So even something as innocent as a hug is dangerous. Everybody understand? Okay, so what are the two rules? One, you never initiate. If you're comfortable with the hug and they initiate, sure, that's okay. Just make sure it's above the belt and it's not all the time. And you might consider, if this person comes in every single class and wants a hug, maybe I should teach them a boundary and be like, hey, Taekwondo's not the place for hugs. Like sometimes when you get your second or your black belt, I'll give you a hug. No? Maybe? She's thinking about it. Oh, I said it really fast, didn't I?
Yeah.
When you earn your second degree black belt, I will give you a hug.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So everyone turn face to front. Last thing on this thing. So we had a student when we first started the school that you guys know. So everybody, who can I pick on to have a seat and do a stretch? Come here, McCurry. Have a seat, split stretch. So you guys know how in the beginning of class we're usually stretching, like stretch to the left, right? And what will the instructors sometimes do?
Move the leg.
Move the leg, right? So, thank you, ma'am. I had a student that I did that with. They had some stuff in their past that was a big trigger for them. You know who never came back?
That student.
That student, because I did that. So even doing something that as common as we know of that, what should we usually ask until we get the permission from the student? Can I do that? So if you're working with white belts, yellow belts, green belts, a student you haven't worked with before, hey, can I move your leg? Can I help with that stretch? Especially for an adult. Like maybe an adult is already maxed out and now you're going to hurt them. Not what we want to do. Everybody thumbs up? Okay, so let's talk about Taekwondo culture. Everyone say Nunchi. What is that, Miss Simpson?
Ability to read a room, what the atmosphere in the room is.
Cool, ability to read the room. So right now, is this a little bit more serious context?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody spread out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Taekwondo bow culture time. Ready, get set, go! Okay, put a pause. So the last time you did this, there was giggles and excitement and stuff. What happened this time?
Said Taekwondo bow time, and we were all just like, okay.
Well, I said Taekwondo about time. You guys are doing it, but what's the feeling in the room right now? Is it more serious or is it more fun like it was last time?
You set it up subconsciously.
I set it up subconsciously, didn't I? So as a Taekwondo student, everyone say nunchi. Okay? The concept is fast eye. Can I read the room? Can I observe the room that I'm in and decide how I need to behave? If you come in to a room like this and there are, say, two people having a conversation, do you want to come and be like, hello, everybody, I'm here? Probably not. Why? It disrupts them. It disrupts the thing, right? Same thing. You come in and everybody's having fun and you come in and, what on earth are you guys doing? Like, is that the right place?
No, sir.
No, you got to read the room a little bit. Everybody agree? Okay, so as an instructor, how does this apply? One, we don't want you to make those two extremes, but when you're working with students, can you read and figure out how they're doing?
Yes, sir.
Right? That's what we want to observe. So I want you to use your eyes and figure out, is my student understanding what I'm teaching them, or are they lost? So you guys are instructors who's been teaching a form with a student, and you go, they are lost. Right? It happens. You guys are all students who at some point has been learning something and been like, I don't really know what's going on.
That's nice.
Great example, right? So with that thought process, we've all been there. I've been there. I've been lost on drills. What do we need to do? Observe the students and help them the best we can. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody line up along the river again. Go. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Taekwondo classes as making a difference. Last little section on here. It says, as a cadet and future instructor, you want to develop the habit of being helpful. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody here not want to be helpful? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So let's talk about.
It depends on the task.
So now the question is, how are you helpful, right? How do you become helpful? So everyone plug in your brain. Plug it into, let's go, Kicho Iljong. So we all have Kicho in the brain. Low block punch, low block punch, low block punch, punch, punch. Okay? And I want someone up here to lead it, to count through it. Who wants to come up here and count through it? Wolf, come on up here, count through it. Who gets to be Mr. Wolf's assistant? All right, Miss Simmons and Miss Ingram. You two are his assistants, okay? So Mr. Wolf gets the job of counting and leading through Kicho Iljong. High five, Mr. Wolf. Okay? You two get the job of supporting him and the students. So you guys are going to do a good job, but at some point I want you to, let's see, at some point I want you guys to think, I need to do not my best. Can you guys make that decision?
Yes, sir.
So what I mean by that is like, I'm doing a great low block, Mr. Wolf is counting through, and then I'm going to be like, and I'm going to look confused. The assistant instructor's job is to do what? To help. And to help in a way that doesn't disrupt everybody else. You guys got the game?
Sorry.
Okay. Mr. Wolf, you're in charge. Kicho.
There yet? Me. Teacher Iljong.
Yep, Kicho Iljong.
Yep.
Wolf, you got to count.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah!
Okay, but pause. Reset, everybody. Okay. So it's all right. Round of applause for Mr. Wolf for putting himself out there. Good job. All right, Miss Ingram, you're up. You get to lead Kicho. Okay. Ingram and Simmons, you guys are still the assistants. Okay. You guys are still going around helping.
Keisha Iljong on my count. Jimmy. Dija. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bottle. Reset, reset, reset. Okay, beautiful. So, Miss Ingram, Miss Simmons, sorry, little Miss Ingram, Miss Simmons, was that easy to help or harder to help when the older Miss Ingram was leading? What do you think? Was it harder or easier? Easier. Okay.
Command voice. I could hear what she was saying.
Okay. So it allowed you to anticipate how quickly the pacing was going to be, right? So what that meant is you guys were able to do quick little fixes. Okay. Ms. Z, you're going to come up and you're going to lead it.
Yes, sir.
I want you to do what Miss Ingram did, but in a slower pace. So like 1, 2. Make sense? Okay. We're going to do this. Mr. Burdick, you get to be the, I want you to do everything backwards. Like have a really tough time with this, okay? Okay, all right, ready? And everybody else, you're still in the same game of trying to just do an okay job with Miss Lagarius. Okay, ready? All right, ready? Take it away, ma'am.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
And bottle reset. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So beautiful. All right. So, Mr. Confusion, what did we experience with that? Did you have fun with that one? Did you have fun? You guess? Okay, fair enough. Okay, Miss. So everybody that was here, you guys were probably doing your own thing. If you did observe it, I'll tell you guys kind of what happened. Mr. Burdick did a great job. Let's give his acting skills a round of applause. He was having a really fun time doing everything backwards, right? Miss Simmons and Miss Ingram, I think she was waiting for you to take the lead on that one, little one, came in and said, oh, here, let's jump. And she was next to him in a place where he could see her and joined him wherever he was at, not where the rest of the class was. Wherever he was at was where she joined him. And then she kind of took over everything, and she led him through at the right pacing in order to eventually catch up with the rest of the class. Round of applause for Miss Simmons. Yay! Okay. Let's imagine you have a student that still, like, you can't catch them up. What could you do?
Pull them off to the side,
Yeah,
or say, see me after class and we'll run through it.
potentially, right? In the moment where I want to emphasize is you can pull them to the back a little bit where they're not disrupting and not feeling the pressure of keeping up with everybody else and work with them. Why can you do that? Because there's someone else up here leading everything else. Everybody make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's some of the best ways that you guys can make a difference for the students. I want you that kind of plugged in your brain, okay? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone have a seat. We'll bow out here in just a second.
Yes, sir.
Last thing on making a difference. I'll read this verbatim. Oh, hello, Miss Ananda. We have a question for you.
Yep.
So, it says, outside of class, cadets and instructors should strive to be helpful to their school. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This could mean looking for ways to help clean up a spill, to help set up events, to be part of the school events, and especially to greet new students coming in. Everybody okay with that?
Yes, sir.
So when you're here as a cadet, as a future instructor, as someone that has black on their belt, anybody walks in, they're going to see you and go, huh, I bet that person knows a little bit of Taekwondo. Even Miss Bree, who's the junior in the room right now, right? They're going to look at her and go, hey, you have a uniform on. I'm not sure what to do. They might not ask that, but she could help them, right? Even as the junior in the room, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so think about ways that you can be helpful. Who do you ask? If you're not sure what to do, who do you ask? Answer me is not the right answer. Anybody that is, everyone say chain of command. So any of your seniors, whoever is your senior, you can kind of roll up, or even your peers, right? If you know someone's working on something and you can be like, hey, can I help? Okay thing, right? It doesn't always have to flow up. Could Miss Simmons or Miss Oleski ask Miss Ingram, like, how can we help? Totally, right? But why is it important that you guys don't immediately go to me?
There's only one of you, sir.
Well, there's only one of me.
And others don't have a chance to learn.
Others don't have a chance to learn. That's the key thing. It's not that I don't want to answer your questions. I don't want to tie your belts. I enjoy that. I like answering your questions. I like tying your belts. But if I don't ever make other people do it, they never learn. They never have the chance. Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last thing on here about being a benefit to society. One of the requirements to get your Taekwondo mastership is that you are involved in community service. Our school, last year we started and we had 2 different events that we were at, community service events. I encourage you guys all as cadets, in fact, it's a requirement that you are involved in community service. That could mean you go to a local food bank and you donate your time. Could mean that you do stuff here with the school. I don't care if it's attached to the school or not, but I want you to be involved in something beyond yourself that is improving the world. Everybody agree? Okay, so think about it, because what I just said is that's a requirement. You have now 2 months to think about how you're going to accomplish a community service thing if you've never done one in your life. Some of you that have done a community service thing, cool, you've already got it done. If you want to do another one, God bless you. But I want you to think about that. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. I think that was the last of it. Anything else on here?
We'll do this one. Don't we forget, huh?
Oh, pause. Hold on. Something in here, and it goes into the community service thing. Making sure you're a good person. So Taekwondo in the instructor class last night, we talked about how our goal is to make you a strong person with your Taekwondo. Break boards, spar people, defend yourself, learn forms. But we also want to make sure that you're a good person on the inside. So part of your cadet graduation requirement is you need 2 character references that get to write a little paper about you. A little paragraph is fine, but I want you to reach someone outside of your family. So Miss Ventura, you can't ask mom. Got to ask someone else. Ms. Z, you can't ask your husband. Okay, I got to ask someone else. Okay, and just a short little thing, couple little things, because I want you to be a good person outside the school and inside the school. It's very easy for students to have a life here that is good. It's more difficult to live a good life out there too. Everybody understand? Okay, again, you have a couple months and we'll remind you again in a month. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe a school teacher?
Someone not biologically related to you. Okay, absolutely could be a teacher. It can be a teacher, it can be a coworker, could be a niece or a nephew or younger sister. Well, not younger sister, but someone you're not like immediate household family. Okay, needs to go outside a little bubble. What do you guys think? Should we let that fly?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Last thing in there, and I kind of teased on this earlier, but it's an expectation we have of all junior leaders and all instructors. Whenever you do anything, how early should you arrive? 15 minutes early. So when you come to the cadet class, what time should you arrive? 10:45, ready to go. That doesn't mean 10:45 in street clothes. That means 10:45 in uniform. Or 10:43 in street clothes. You change into uniform by 10:45. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Miss Ananda, hi. We have a group question, then we'll get you out of here. Miss Gemily, stand up. I'm sorry, Miss Ventura, stand up. Ask away, ma'am.
Why did I say something?
Why did you bring her to Taekwondo?
Because I want her to do something other than gymnastics.
I don't do that anymore.
Okay, I want her to do something other than gymnastics.
And then she made me quit.
So for everybody, when you say something other than gymnastics, were you looking for just another like physical activity, or was there something else that you mean by other?
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, something more fulfilling than.
Okay, so now we dug on a specific word. She said more fulfilling. What does fulfilling mean? Mr. Ingham, what does fulfilling mean?
You have something in your mind that you want to do.
Okay, help.
Not like a spot that you want to fill, and you find something that does what you want to do.
Okay, so fulfillment in this sense, everybody, eyeballs on me for a second, is something that enriches who you are, something that fills who you are. Gymnastics can be a fun activity, it can bring some pride and stuff, but something that Miss Ventura over here can build an identity around and have a sense of accomplishment and making herself to be a better person. Would that be a full thing? Cool. Do you think you found that here? Beautiful.
When do you get to tell me why you keep coming? I know you have whys.
Because she gets to do cartwheels. Okay, everybody stand up. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my fingers sleep.
Okay, reminders, we're still looking and observing you to see how courteous you are. How is your bow? So, is this a bow?
For you it is.
No. Cadet. Couldn't you? Dismissed, everybody. Go!